Okay, welcome along. Today's chair gym session, so fully seated session with myself, Shane, today, and hopefully you're enjoying your bank holiday weekend so far. So as always, just good strong chair. Really, these movements today are just about feeling connection with the body and just working through nice patterns of movement. So when we're working in the seated position, really it's just to try and connect and feel different parts of our body and just feel good after the session. They're the main goals for this. As we'd always say, if any movements feel in any way painful, immediately just to stop that exercise. Don't persist if something feels in any way uncomfortable or sore. The main thing is just to enjoy and, as I say, connect and feel the movements. So I'm going to take us through. We'll keep a nice short session today, and I'm just going to bring us through our warm-up first, just to loosen the body out and gradually warm us up a little bit here as well. So I'll start off with the shoulders. Sitting up nice and upright, I'm just going to lift my right shoulder up and then lift my left shoulder. So we'll just begin a nice light shrug, one shoulder at a time, just gently raising up and then lowering back down. So lifting the right and then through the left. Just a nice controlled action, gently shrugging those shoulders up and down, one at a time. From that position, I'll start slowly rolling the two shoulders back together. So just rolling the shoulders back, nice and slowly, never needing to rush a movement like this. And then if I change direction, slowly rolling the shoulders forward in circles. So nice and slow, rolling the shoulders forward in circles. Just warming up if you're tuned in, and you're very welcome along. Next movement, I'll just bring the arms across my chest. Open the arms nice and wide, maybe a nice little squeeze between the shoulder blades. Relax back in. So just open out nice and wide and relax in across chest. And we'll just continue on like that, opening up that chest, getting a little connection and feeling with the back of my body. Squeezing shoulder blades together, nice little connection here. And so that is the main purpose, just that you're feeling these different body parts, just opening up the body and just feeling a little bit better by the end of the session. Just opening the body out and down. From there, I'm just going to bring my hands together, straightening the arms out and just raising those arms directly in front. Just to around about shoulder height, not needing to go any higher, just a nice controlled raise. Straight out in front, nice straight arms, no further than about shoulder level here. And then relaxing the arms in, staying nice and upright, turning my body to the right and over to the left. So just nice, slow, controlled rotation, side to side. Over to the right and over to the left. And just getting a nice connection, nice stretch through the back. And just a nice smooth rotation side to side. And then keeping those hands together, raising the hands. So those hands are kind of blocking my head here. And I will just lightly rotate right over to left from that higher position now. Maybe feeling a little further up this time. But again, just continuing that nice smooth rotation side to side. And once more. And back down. Perfect. Okay. From there, I'm just going to bring the elbows in and just lightly bring hands to shoulders, keeping the elbows by my side, just roughly in a fixed position, and just lightly curling those hands up towards shoulders. Okay. Cavan, Suzanne, very welcome along. Great to have you with us. Very welcome along on YouTube there. Great to have you with us. Just curling those hands up towards the shoulders. Just a nice movement, nice and light through the arms. And then bringing those hands together, raising the elbows and just lightly pushing forward from the elbows. Keeping the upper arm in a fixed position and just lightly pushing forward from the elbows. So the lower part of my arm moving, Just gently pushing that arm forward from the elbows. Maybe feeling a little bit of connection through the back of the upper arm. And back down, okay? From that position, I'm just going to start moving the legs, just lightly tapping the heels out in front. So my toes are pointed up, and my heels just lightly tapping into the floor, just stretching the legs out. And then moving that into a wider position, tapping the heels out. Just gradually bringing it out a little bit wider as I go here. And next what I will do is just lightly into a march. Bringing those knees up one at a time and just nice and soft as your feet return to the floor. Again, just keeping it moving, nice and light with everything. And just opening up that body, warming up, loosening out. And from this position, open the right leg and open the left leg. So just opening out, connecting a little bit through the hip and just gently stepping out side to side. Right and over to the left. And just continuing on, nice and light. And then again, just returning back to a march. Just working through the legs, lifting those knees up. And then again, just opening the legs out to the sides, one at a time. And then just going to bring it back to nice heel taps out in front. Just stretch the legs out, tapping your heels into the floor, toes pointed up towards the sky here. And then again, just opening up the movement nice and wide. Opening the legs out a little bit wider. And from that position, just bringing the feet back in. So I want to start lifting the toes straight up off the floor. Just lifting or pointing the toes up towards the ceiling here. So lots of times lifting those toes up. And then if I walk my feet back a little bit and begin lifting the heels up. I'm just getting a little bit of movement down and around the ankles here. And again, just continue to lift those heels up. Next action, what I want to do is sometimes I've come across it where we find full ankle rotations difficult. Maybe we don't have that range of movement. So what I want to do is just with my 2 feet close together here, I want to start off pointing the toes right and left, side to side. Any movement at all here, just pointing those toes in either direction, side to side. Right and left. And just getting any movement at all, pointing those toes side to side. So if you do maybe find the full ankle rotation difficult, maybe there's a reason for that, and you work with the movement you can achieve. So getting as much movement as you can, and a simple action like this, just to get any movement at all. Now, just walk those feet back a little bit. And then point the heels, lead the movement through the heels and point the heels side to side, right and left, getting as much movement as you comfortably can here. And down, okay, perfect. So that is our warm-up finished. I have 3 kind of light little small circuits of work for us today. Some parts a little bit faster, some a little bit quicker. Some faster, some a little bit slower rather. So this first movement pattern, we're just going to work on leaning forward and we're also going to work on a side bend. So the way I will do these movements, I may just show from the side on this first one. I want to sit nice and upright in my chair. What I want to do is bring the arms out in front, keeping them up at about shoulder height so that they don't drop as I perform the movement. I want to keep them elevated. And I want to begin leaning forward. Okay, you'll notice as I perform this action, the biggest point that we're trying to achieve here is that we don't bend that back. And my arms are like a little cue here in that they stay level with my shoulders. So I'm not dropping down like a diving as if you were jumping into the sea, and the way you'll see people dive. Just keep the arms straight and level and just tilt and lean your upper body forward. So a nice strong core, nice strong back. And just want to focus, nice, strong, lean forward. Pay attention to the position of your feet as well. If my feet are out here, maybe I'm losing balance in position. If I keep them back close to the rest of my body, I have a little bit of control. I can just gently press those heels into the floor as I lean forward. So nice, strong upper body position, leaning forward. Let's go 3 more times. And 2. And 1. And back down. Okay. Moving back to the front angle. Just going to work the sides. This is our obliques. So just think the sides that we want to work here. We're going to break it down one side at a time. So I'm going to place my left hand to the side of my head and my right arm directly by my side. Think of a sheet of glass in front of your body and behind your body, so we can't go forward and back. I'm just moving in a lateral plane of direction, so just to the sides. Gently tilt down to the right, straighten back up. Down to the right, straighten back up. Okay. So what we'll think of is stretching this opposite side as we reach down. So I'm just leaning to the right and then straightening back up. Just working to the right. So my arm or hand gently towards floor, straightening back up. And again, I'm focused less on this side, but more on what's happening on the opposite side. I stretch and lengthen the position. As I come back upright, I feel a little connection here. And rest. We switch it up, try from the opposite side. If you find your arm or hand up here is a little bit uncomfortable, you do not need to do that. You can simply keep the 2 arms by your side, but I just want you to focus on moving in the one direction and working through or connecting with the opposite side. But again, I will lead in the same way. I'm nice and upright. My right hand is to the side of my head, just roughly in line with my ear. Left arm down, and I begin moving to the left. So just gently stretching down to the left. Again, as I reach down this arm here, I lengthen the opposite side, and then I connect as I come back up. So I'm thinking of working the opposite sides to which I'm moving. Just a couple of times. Nice and controlled. Worry less about touching the floor with my hand or anything like that. Just lean down, straighten back up, and avoiding leaning forward with the movements. Just staying side all the time. So I'm going to go twice more. And once more. And reset, okay? So we're going to try those again. As I always say, we try each movement twice so you can explore it on that first round. So for example, if that feels uncomfortable to you, you make the change, adapt, make that movement feel more comfortable to you. So now we have the second round, we have a better feeling of the movement. Let's go again. Starting with our forward lean. So again, I'm going to sit nice and upright in that chair. I'm going to bring those arms out in front, providing that's comfortable. And again, let's begin. Bring the feet back a little bit, strong foot position, and let's begin leaning forward. And again, my back stays nice and straight. I'm tilting or leaning forward without rounding my upper body. I'm trying not to lower those hands down towards the floor. I'm keeping the arms level with my shoulders here. Nice, controlled, lean forward and back. Core is strong. Upper body strong, feet connected to the floor, and just continuing to lean forward. Another couple of times here. Let's go 3 more times. And once more. And back down. Okay. Coming back to our side bend. So again, just want to set up comfortable, nice and upright. Remember, I don't want to move forward at all. I want to just keep the angle to my side. Right arm down by my sides, left hand side of head. From this position, I tilt my body to the right, straighten back up. Being down to the right, straighten back up. And always thinking of lengthening and then connecting as I come back up. So just lengthen and then shorten as we come back up. Just a couple of times, nice and controlled. Feet strong, connected to the floor. Movement just to the right. Straightening back up. We'll go twice more. And once more. And switch sides. Reset, just adjust. Nice and upright again. Placing the right hand to the side of my head. Left arm is down. And now again, leaning down to left. Straighten back up. Leaning to left. Straightening back up. Again, stretch. Straightening back up. We'll just go a couple of times. A little bit slower. Nice and controlled with these actions. So I'm not going to go too high with the number of repetitions. Just another couple of times here. 3 more. And 2. And once more. And back up. Okay, so that is your first round of movements completed. We're going to move into our second round. This is like a more fluid aerobic little block of work, and we'll just keep it nice and light and flowing. Elements of coordination in here. So I'll always say kind of explore the movements on the first round. And don't worry if they're not absolutely perfect. Part of it is to get the challenge and to get the connection of the movements as you perform this. So the first one, I might just sit a little bit forward in my chair. Just going to bring the hands up roughly in front of my shoulders. I want to press the arms and extend one leg at a time as well. So just push straight in front, straight out, just pushing forward away from your chest, and just tap one leg out at a time. Heel to floor, stretching the leg out. Again, just get to feel connection first, pushing straight in front as we alternate with those heel taps out in front. And then as we go, we might become a little bit more fluid with the action. But keep your upper body position nice and upright and just pushing straight out in front and alternate with that heel tap. Another couple of times. I'll go 3, 2, 1. Now, just working through the right side of my body. What I want to do is lift my right knee and just gently swing the right arm forward. Again, avoid bending that position. Keep nice and upright. I just want to lift the right knee and just swing the right arm forward. So the idea, I'm just working through the right side of my body here. We're just working through one side. A little bit of coordination here. Keep nice and light this first round. Just get a feeling. Maybe seems like a simple enough action. We're just continuing on, maybe getting a little bit tired through that hip as we go. Lift the right knee and just gently swing that right arm forward. Go another couple of times. Go 3 more. 2, 1. Switching over to the left. So again, lift the left knee and just gently swing the arm forward. So left knee lifts, arm gently swings forward. Knee up, arm swings forward. And we continue on. Again, simple changes you're exploring in this first round. Maybe it's a case of taking the arm away if it just feels uncomfortable and just working on lifting the knee. Paying attention to your upper body, that you're not bending forward. Just you're nice and comfortable as you lift that knee up and connect with that hip and just gently swinging the arm forward as well. So just working through the left side. And just another couple of times working through the left. Down, okay, one more. One I like to do, again, just pure coordination and movement here. Straighten one leg out, you're on your heel. Pull the other leg back on the toes and I want you to switch between the positions. One leg back, one leg forward. Again, you might hold on to the side of your chair. Maybe you need to start kind of slow, just to get the feeling of the movement. But just continue to switch. One leg forward, one leg pulls back. One leg is on the heel, other goes back to the toes. Or either way, just keep this one fluid, moving. And again, part of the challenge is trying to get the coordination right. So it doesn't matter if it's not absolutely perfect in its execution. That's part of the challenge of it. Just keep it nice and light and fluid, and just moving between those two opposite positions. And just go another couple of seconds. And rest. Okay, reset. Just nice and light in between that. Just going to give the legs, hips a little bit of a breather. Just gently rock the feet forward and back. So you've had a feel of those movements again. Make any changes you need. But we're going to go through them again. Nice and fluid this second time. So let's reset. Nice and upright. Just going to bring those hands up just roughly about shoulder height. Pushing the arms straight in front. Tapping one leg out at a time. So heel tap, arms push straight in front. So just push straight out, lightly extend one leg, tapping your heel into the floor. Pushing forward, tapping the heel in front. And again, just getting that nice connection, upper body. Maybe feeling a little bit of connection with your chest as we push forward. And just tapping that heel out. Just continuing on. Here. Just going to go a little bit longer on this second round. Just prolonging each movement just for a little bit longer. Might feel a little bit more in the second round. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Okay, moving to my right side. Again, this is lifting my right knee and flowing the arm. Upper body straight. So just like you're not bending forward, lift that right knee and just gently follow through with that right arm. So arm swing, knee lift. Just through the right side of your body. And again, that coordination, just moving through the one side of your body, just moving through the right side. I'll always mention when you lift the knee up, try not to stamp the foot down. Just keep it nice and light as you return the foot down to the floor. Again, that hip maybe becoming a little bit tired through the action, and just gently swinging the arm forward on that right side. So right leg, right arm. Another couple of times here. Mentioned a little bit longer on these second rounds. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up, moving straight in to the left side. Again, lift the left knee and just gently bring that left arm forward. Left knee lifts, arm follows through. Just gently swing and lifting the left knee. So again, I'm connecting with my hip and bringing that arm just gently following through here. Again, I'll try and bring that foot down nice and light, that I'm not stamping down to the ground. Just keeping it as a nice, light, controlled action. And again, this second time, I'm moving with a little bit more kind of purpose, a better feeling of the movements. And I'm moving with a little bit more purpose this second time. Another couple of times. And let's go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then the final one. Again, I may just show it from the side this time. Remember, this is where I will extend one leg out and pull the other leg back on the heel of one foot, the toe of the other foot, and just swap. One leg back, one leg forward, and just continue. And again, this second time, I'm moving with a little bit more intensity, providing that's comfortable. That does not mean you have to go faster. It just means if you're comfortable with it, you can move with a little bit more intensity this second round. Change anything that doesn't feel comfortable. If anything is painful, just immediately stop the movements. Okay, so just switching, a little bit of coordination again, 2 legs, moving in different action each time. One forward, one back. Go another couple of seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Okay. So again, just want to take a little bit of a breather. Just relax back into the chair and just nice and light rock the feet forward and back. Just take a little bit of a breather. Just a little rest for the lower limbs here. Just gently, nice and relaxed, rock the feet forward and back. Okay, so just continue on. Readjust. Just checking in what we have there. Marie and Henry, great stuff. Brilliant to have you with us on Facebook. Great to have you tuned in. Hopefully enjoying your bank holiday weekend. So just rocking the feet forward and back. Okay, so I have one more circuit. Really less of a circuit and more just a case of focusing in on the right leg and then the left leg. A movement that we're very familiar with, probably a leg extension, just with a slight little bit of variation into it today. So if we're working from a seated position, this is a nice kind of way to work the thigh of our leg or quad. So we're just going to pay a little bit of time on this one. And I want you to sit comfortably in your chair. We're probably familiar with that action of extending the leg up. But what I want to do today is extend my leg up in 3 different angles. So I'm going to kind of guide us and talk us through it and just start joining in as I talk. So I'm going to work with my right leg first. What I want to do is extend my leg up and I want to point the toes slightly outwards. So I feel a really nice connection here at the top of my leg. I'll hold for 3, 2, 1, return down. Now I'll lift in the route we're familiar with, extend straight up and just pointing the toes back towards yourself a little bit. Hold the position, 3, 2, 1, return down. And then finally, I'm going to extend that right leg, pointing the toes slightly inwards. I'm not going to force anything too extreme, just gently between those 3 positions. Toes pointed inwards now. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Return down. So I want to try that again 4 more times. Outwards, direct, and then inwards. Okay, working through the right leg. So extend, pointing the toes outwards. Pause at the top. 3, 2, 1. Back down. Straight in front, just pointing the toes back towards yourself a little bit here. 3, 2, 1. And then finally, pointing the toes slightly inwards. 3, 2, 1. Back down. 3 more times, 3 positions. So extend the leg, pointing the toes out. Pause in this top position. 3 seconds again. Back down. Stand straight in front, pointing the toes towards yourself. Hold 3 seconds here. Slowly lower back down. And then once more, extend the leg up, pointing the toes slightly inwards. Again, there's a connection of the hip here, so that can be difficult. Don't force the position too extreme. Back down. Okay. 2 more times, working through this right leg still. Extend the leg up, point the toes slightly outwards. 3 seconds. Back down. Straight in front with your toes pointed in towards yourself. 3 seconds. And then again, extend with your toes pointed inwards a little bit. So we're just coming at the leg from a slightly different angle each time, maybe feeling it in a slightly different way each time. 1 last time. Extend, toes pointed outwards. And return back down. And I'm always pausing at the top. I'm just not counting through it each time. Leg is up, pointing the toes back towards yourself. Back down. And then once more, extend and point those toes slightly inwards. And back down. Okay. So I'm going to switch it up and work through the left side. What I would say, if any of those angles feel uncomfortable, and there could be a difference between the 2 sides, if going outwards, going inwards feels in any way uncomfortable, just stick with the angles where it feels comfortable, where there is no pain. So just if you don't like any of those angles, it goes without saying that we don't have to perform them. Okay, and there may be that variation from side to side. Maybe that was absolutely fine, felt great on the right. Maybe just some of them feel a little bit tight through the left. Same action, 5 times, 3 different angles. Extend your left leg, pointing the toes slightly outwards. Pause, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Extend the leg in front, toes pointed in towards yourself a little bit. 3, 2, 1, back down. Extend your left leg up, toes pointed inwards. And again, 3, 2, 1. Return to floor. Same again. Extend the leg up, point the toes outwards. 3, 2, 1. Return. Extend the leg just directly in front with the toes pointed back a little bit for 3, 2, 1. And then again, extending the leg, toes pointed inwards a little bit here. 3, 2, 1. Continuing on with the 3 angles if that feels comfortable, changing if it does not. Toes pointed out. And again, pausing in the position. This is one of those movements. In the last circuit, we worked quite fast and fluid. And this is a movement we work much slower, kind of paying attention to the movements and spending a little bit of time at the top of the movement every time as I go inwards. So twice more, 3 angles. Again, leg up, toes pointed outwards. Back down. So this is just a much slower movement. That's where we're only going to perform 5 repetitions here of each angle. So it's a bit slow, controlled, rather than doing 15, 20 really fast. I'd rather do just a couple that are nice and slow, where we just feel the movement. Back down. Last time, extend the left leg, my toes pointed outwards. Pause for a couple of seconds. Back down. Straight in front, toes pointing back just a little bit. So that little flex here. Back down. And then once more, with your toes pointed inwards. And back down. Okay, so just take maybe just a little kind of walk out on the spot. Just come out of the position. Just lightly march it out. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm just going to bring it down 3 times, 3 repetitions on each leg. What I might do is just lengthen the hold for a little bit. And this will be our final movement for today. And then we'll go into a couple of stretches and cooling down. So let's go back to the right leg. Again, based on our first round, any angle that doesn't feel good, do change. Don't persist, basically, if the movement pattern doesn't feel good. So again, right leg. Extend the leg, point your toes outwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Straight in front, toes pull back just a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. And then point the toes slightly inwards. Extend the leg out. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. 2 more times. Extend the leg slightly outwards. Pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Straight in front. Toes pull back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slightly inwards with your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even a little bit of a shake there. Last time. Extend. Toes point outwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Straight in front. Toes point back just a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then finally, toes pointing inwards just a little bit here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Same action. Left side. 3 times. 5-second pauses. So your left leg, extend the leg, point the toes slightly outwards. And again, just avoid going too harshly. Don't over force don't overextend in each position. Just work through ranges that feel okay to you as you return back down. That was about 5. Extend the leg up, point the toes in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return down. And then pointing the toes slightly inwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, twice more, working through each position. Extend the leg, point the toes outwards. Really nice connection in my thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn back down. straight in front, toes pointed back towards me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then point those toes slightly inwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. One last time. Extend the leg. Point the toes outwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Extend the leg up. Point the toes inwards. 5, 4. There's that shake. 2, 1. Back down. And then point the toes inwards. And if there's one part of the body we want to try and work hard, it is those legs, those thighs, particularly your quads. Big, strong, important muscle. And if there's one area you want to strengthen the muscle and the bone, it'll be really important. Work those legs and lower back down. Okay, excellent. So that is our our main work finished. Hopefully that wasn't too intense at the end. Takes a little bit of concentration and focus, but really worthwhile. Kind of investing that little bit of effort into the legs. As I say, that is one area of the body we always want to work on and strengthen as much as we can. So let's move into a couple of nice light movements just to relax our body down. So just going to open that right leg 5 times out to the sides, back in. Just pausing for a second or two, opening out from the hip. Just a couple of movements to switch off now, just to relax the body back to a resting level. But really excellent work. Hopefully we enjoyed those movements. Left side, open out to the sides, back in. A little bit of coordination today. Just movements where we're trying to connect, as I say. The main thing with these movements in a seated session is you're just trying to connect with the body, try and feel different parts of the body, and just try and feel nice. Your body feels good after the session. And down, okay? From there, next what I want to do is just stretch the leg out, point your toes down to the floor, hold for a couple of seconds, swap sides, extend your left leg, point your toes to the floor. Right leg, toes to the floor, hold for a couple of seconds. Left leg, pointing toes into the floor. I'm just going to go another couple of times, toes down, and switch, toes point down. Twice more each side, right leg out, toes into the floor. Left leg. I'll go one more time, right leg out, toes into the floor. And then left leg. And down. Might just adjust, might sit slightly further forward. Just tap the right heel, a couple of seconds, and then the left heel. Just lightly extending the legs out, one at a time. Just nice, slow, gradually easing off of these movements. My toes are pointed up. Just extend the leg, tapping that heel into the floor. I'll just go twice more on each side. And back in, okay? Now I'm just going to open my arms to my side. Gently bring the arms back, just opening out that chest. And then we'll relax. And again, just gently open out that chest. Gently bring the arms back. Hold for a couple of seconds. And back down. Just going to go 3 more times. Gently open up that chest. Gently bring the arms back. Again, just not forcing ourselves too extreme in any position. And then once more. And back down. Perfect. A little bit of rotation next into a stretch. And again, might just sit slightly forward, elevate my position, lead with my right arm, or you can think of your elbow leading the movement. Rotate your body towards the right. If you can achieve a position where your arm gently rests on the back of your chair, we'll just stay here for a couple of seconds. If you can't quite get that far, don't force it. Just go as far as you can and hold the position. Back down. Left arm. So again, just rotate. If I can bring my arm to rest on the back of the chair, I'll hang out in this position a couple of seconds. Again, right arm up. Rotate to the right. Arm resting back of the chair. Nice stretch through the upper body. back down. Left arm, rotate. Again, towards the back of that chair. Nice stretch, just holding position. Let's go twice more. Right arm. Again, spend a couple of seconds in each position, maybe getting a little bit further as you go. And back down, over to the left. And again, resting the back of the chair if that is comfortable to do so. And then I'll go once more in each direction, leading with my right arm towards back of the chair, holding for a couple of seconds here. And then again with my left, holding for a couple of seconds here. And back down. Put a little bit extra on that one. Okay, good work. In this position, if you want you to bring your arms up, hands raised up. So I'm gently open those arms from front to side, hold for a couple of seconds. And just relax back in front. And then open out to the side. Maybe feel a little squeeze between shoulders here. Relax back in front. And again, just open out to the side. Relax back in front. Let's just go once more. And back down. Just rest the arms down and just slowly rolling the shoulders back. Just taking it nice and relaxed on this one, just rolling the shoulders back. Okay. Margaret, Sylvia, great stuff. Thanks very much. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Sylvia. Thanks very much. Glad you enjoyed those movements. And then roll the shoulders forward. Okay, let's just break it down here. Lift the right shoulder, lift the left shoulder, just separating each side one at a time. Just a nice controlled raise, one side and the next. Okay, head movement, final one just to finish. We'll just go gently looking to the right, slowly looking over to the right. And then slowly looking over to the left. And then once more, I'll look over to the right. Taking me a couple of seconds to go to position one side to the other. Back to the left. And return to center. Okay. Finally, just going to take our breathing. So just going to tie this in with a little bit of movement. Bring arms across chest. Big deep breath in through the nose and open the arms out. And slowly exhale. Again, inhale through the nose. Slowly exhale. Just go 3 times. Twice more. And I'll go once more. And rest. Okay, so that is our work for today finished. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and well done for tuning in on a bank holiday. I know we might like to have had a rest today, so well done, and hopefully you enjoyed the workout. And we'll be back again tomorrow, 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So well done, take care everyone. Well done YouTube, well done Facebook. Great work there. Brilliant stuff, Suzanne. Well done. Hopefully you enjoyed that.